We are going to go live to Brian and Kathy, who are down at the Big A in Anaheim for the Harvest Crusade tonight. Brian, Kathy, what's going on down there?
Well, the A is really big, but I can see it from where I'm at. But yes.
I was going to say, yeah, we don't know what the A is. We can't see it.
We can't see it from where we are. We are, is it backstage? Is it underground? Yeah. I'm not really sure where we are. Top of the club. Hey, I'm on top of the club.
Trying to read lips here.
Yes, I've never been good at that. Anyway, so we're here at Angel Stadium for the 26th annual Harvest Crusade, and we're
26 years in a row.
26 years in a row. Yes. By the way, real quick, if you've tuned in to hear Back to Basics with Pastor Brian Broderson, excuse me, it's been preempted for the night. But if you want to listen to today's message so that you can keep the series through Ephesians going, which I highly recommend because I listened to it this morning at 7 o'clock, go to our website, KWVE-FM, click programs, scroll down to Back to Basics. You'll see it there. Click there. That'll take you to the Back to Basics website, where you can listen to the program. I'm so excited. I'm pumped. I've been interviewing person after person. We've been recording these. We're going to play them throughout the evening and maybe this weekend as well. But we are Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, speaking of being excited, you can't help but be excited because the energy every time these events take place is clearly in the air. I mean,
yes,
it's you feel it
definitely
right away.
And being involved with the Harvest Crusades all these years, and from the K-Wave standpoint of doing all the behind the scenes, running around and everything, sometimes we don't get to see what's going on out there. It's like after the weekend when they announce that, this many thousands of people came to the Lord, and it's like, wow, I didn't get to see any of that. But there's the other side of, but you know what? We were there. We were doing our part. The part we're playing today is getting to interview some of the artists who are going to be on stage tonight and tomorrow and Sunday. Go ahead.
Our lineup.
Yes.
We can mention.
Please.
Of course, Third Day is going to be there. I believe that is tonight they're performing.
Yes.
Jeremy Camp is going to be coming in. I think that's going to be.
Sunday.
Do you have the schedule there? I think it was. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Sunday.
here it is right here.
This bulletin just handed me. Yes, Sunday.
He's going to be Sunday. And Phil Wickham is going to be tonight as well. I think he's performing every night.
Yes, Phil Wickham is here all 3 nights. And just a great lineup. We've got it all posted on our website, KWVE-FM. Remember to get into the venue. It's the venue itself is free. Parking is $15. So carpool. Or you can park at my friend's house and walk. No, I'm joking. Don't do that. You'll get towed.
If you come in a bus, it's $30. Just thought I would add that in.
Really?
Yeah.
Where do they park the buses?
I have no idea.
I mean,
you have to bring like a couple of neighborhoods.
I guess so. Yeah. Sure. Why not? Just go round them up. That's what I'd say.
It was amazing when I was looking at. I was reading at the number of people who have attended the Crusades since 1990, since the beginning. 6.9 million people worldwide.
Wow.
That's like
6.
I can't even imagine.
Million. And tonight we'll the next 3 nights we'll get.
Each night, each year exceeds the year prior, doesn't it?
Yes, I think that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
And next year in March is the big Harvest America Crusade and in Dallas, Texas, and which that thing holds 100,000 people.
Yes.
So that'll put it out over 7 million.
Hey,
right?
and speaking of a bus,
talking
about a bus, we could get a bus together, and I think we could get like some people from K-Wave together, right?
There you go.
And drive out to Dallas?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, that wouldn't be bad.
Look at this idea. Look at this. This is like an idea that's being birthed right here.
Yes.
And in a few months when you start hearing about
this. Now, the powers that be just need to give their permission or their approval.
Exactly. So what else is going on? Well, we've got the K-Wave booth here on the premises. So when you come by and we'll be there, you can pick up not bumper stickers until afterwards.
Oh, that's right.
Because they don't want you to put stickers all over the place, but you can pick up a bumper sticker on your way out. Also, Ryan Reese from Live with Ryan Reese is in the K-Wave booth. Kathy's going to go down to the booth a little bit later. I'm going to be there too. We are under the big hats that are out front. Is it the left hat or the right hat? Facing the stadium. Left. So if you're facing the stadium, we are under the hat on the left.
It's important to know which hat we're under.
It is, because you'd hate to visit the wrong radio station. One of those other radio stations. I'm joking. We're not going to go there. Anyway, so we are waiting for citizens and saints to show up any second now. Here comes somebody now. Are you citizen or are you saint? They will be here in 5 minutes. Okay.
5 minutes?
So we've been talking for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So can we just rewind and play what we just said?
There's an idea.
There's an idea.
Yeah.
You're not recording? Oh.
I don't know if anybody would want to hear it
I don't think they'd want to
again.
Well,
but we wanted to make mention as well that there's going to be Spanish interpretation and signing for the deaf as well.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it really is.
Cool. And I love seeing sign language
I
in
do
action.
too.
It's just something. It's just like during worship, because you know the words, you're watching the interpretation going on, and you're like, wow, that's how you say it, like when they do the nails and the and it's
beautiful
just amazing.
to watch.
Yeah, it really is. It's almost like it's really neat. So there is going to be signing. There's going to be Spanish as well.
And also, of course, people can watch via the internet. And did you mention that? In the daily blog, they're going to give updates.
I may have mentioned it, but I don't know, so go ahead and mention it.
Okay, I'm repeating it because we wanted to, we wanted to repeat what we had said before anyway. So
where can they see it? Is it at harvest.org?
Harvest.org, that's right. And also
SoCal.harvest.org. SoCal.harvest.org. And you got to remember the dot.
Yeah.
You got to put the dot in there because my friend Jerry from our sister station realized the other day that he didn't put the dot, and it's nothing bad, but it's like so we're giving a free plug to this organization now. It's like they do produce or something in Long Beach. It's a nonprofit organization called SoCal Harvest. And so
Harvest.
put the dot SoCal.harvest.org. Otherwise, you'll be buying a bunch of bananas.
Thank you for bringing that up, Brian.
Oh, sure. I'm a plethora of knowledge. Or is it plethora? Never mind.
Yeah. Okay, so updates are also available and posted on Facebook.
What does that mean?
What, Facebook?
Nothing. No. Oh, don't get me started on that. Anyway, updates on Facebook.
Instagram and Twitter?
Yes, Twitter. Kathy, you can never say the word Twitter again without laughing. So it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, MySpace. They on MySpace? Etsy. I'm on Etsy now. No, I'm not. Okay. Anyway, so we are waiting. This is what happens when you're waiting for the next interview to show up. See, we've got a few interviews that we recorded that we can play back, but they're too lengthy. So here's what would happen. We would start playing the 8-minute Phil Wickham interview, and then that's when they would walk in. So we don't want to bring them in. But we have spoken so far with, this is one interview you're going to want to hear. I don't think we're going to have time to play it tonight.
Which
but
one?
The interview with Jason Powell and the 2 young kids that were here.
Oh, yes. Oh.
That was amazing.
That sure was amazing. And I wanted to ask about that. That, of course, we're referring to SWAT, which is a youth group.
At Harvest,
students with a testimony at Harvest. And I wanted to ask about when I hear the name SWAT, it makes you think about fighters or, and I didn't know if that was part of the inspiration of, creating the name behind the youth group. But what amazing young people.
Yeah.
And the testimonies they had.
It was a 15-year-old girl, a 21-year-old guy. They both talked about, he was saying how he had grown up in the church, but it didn't become real to him until recently at a Harvest Crusade.
Yes.
Same with the girl. Her mom got saved, and then she started telling her, hey, why don't you come to this crusade? And she was like, I don't know. But she came, and she is so on fire.
She sure is.
She was telling about how today she was at the Huntington Beach Pier, and she just saw a couple of girls there
and started talking.
Started talking to them. They started asking her questions. They could not wait. They wanted to it almost reminded me of the story in oh goodness, I forget the reference, but tell us how we can be saved. That kind of thing. It wasn't so much of a, so do you want to get saved? It was like, well, how do we do this? How do we know that we're going to heaven?
They didn't have to be convinced.
Yeah, they were just here's one of their peers telling them the way of salvation. And they just see her excitement, her testimony. She got to share how she was just like a year or two earlier, she was hanging around with the wrong crowd and
people,
everything.
yeah.
And just to tell them, you don't have to do this, let's go this way.
I think the fact, too, that she said that those young ladies she was speaking with were her age.
Mm-hmm.
And so it really means something when somebody your age, especially at an age like 15, 16,
Right.
It's so impressionable when somebody your same age can share important news like she has to share about life-changing experience.
And somebody else that we interviewed, maybe it was either Jason Powell or John Collins, they were talking about how and this goes against everything that I would think, that young people today don't want anything to do with the church necessarily because it's just old-fashioned and no, this is how we do things now. But there are groups of them coming to the Lord, and they're realizing that, no, this is real. Mm-hmm. Everything else that I'm following and everything else is just, no, there's no substance to it. It doesn't leave you... It's like a momentary
it's fleeting,
happiness, quote unquote, happiness based on what's happening right now. And then the next day you wake up and you're like,
and
wow,
you feel
what was
terrible.
that? Yeah. But to see the joy on the faces of these young people that were here was just like, wow, this is really cool. I'd love to have them on every year just to see what
I know. To see how they progress, right?
Yeah.
That's
really
awesome.
Cool. This, by the way, is K-Wave 107.9, your home for worship and the Word. Brian Perez live at the Angel Stadium in Anaheim, California. Of course, California. Mm-hmm. For the, what's the zip code? No, for the 26th annual SoCal Harvest. Begins tonight at 7 o'clock. Doors have, the gates have already opened, right? Yes, gates opened 11 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
And so come on down. It'll cost you $15 to park your vehicle. Cash only. Stop by your ATM and
have
get
you
some
ever
cash.
pulled up to park and have not had cash?
I hate that.
I hate when that happens.
Even worse is like, well, I won't go there. But no, I'll say this real quick.
You always have wonderful stories to share.
They're not wonderful. They're just weird. It's like everybody. Wow, everybody in the room is agreeing. Whatever, guys. No, when you go through a drive-through. And you go all the way through, and you get to the window where you pay, and they say, "Oh, I'm sorry, our machine is down. We are only accepting cash." I'm like, you couldn't have told me that way back when. I could have put the car in reverse and gone to your competitor. But no, they figure you're stuck now, and I'm scrounging quarters and dimes and nickels.
Or even worse, have you ever actually been stuck in a drive-through line, and cars come behind you, you change your mind, you can't get out.
Hate when that happens.
Not a good thing.
Hey, there's some people that are trying to walk through
yes,
here. Hi, everybody.
Hi there.
This is K-Wave 107.9, your home for worship and the Word.
Welcome.
And I see Zach Bolin from Citizens and Saints. Hello, sir. Brian Perez. You are Brian Eichelberger.
Nice to meet
How
you.
are you? Nice meeting you, too. You are, I can't tell, Spencer Abbott. Nice meeting you. I'm Brian.
Hi, Spencer.
And there's one more back there. How are we gonna fit everybody in here? They gave us like the smallest room. No, I'm not complaining. I'm glad we're here. Not complaining at all. Guys, how are you?
Great.
Welcome.
Awesome.
Doing great.
Yeah.
It's awesome. We're loving this.
This
Now,
is amazing.
Is this your first
Can we squeeze
Harvest
in?
Crusade?
Absolutely.
It is.
Yeah.
Of many more, I hope.
Yeah, why not?
That'd be great.
Why not?
Your music is incredible. I really am a fan of you guys. I love the passion in your vocals. It's just amazing to see. I mean, you believe what you're singing. I mean, it's just incredible that you guys have all gotten together and that tell us how it all got started. We know it got started in Seattle.
It did in Seattle. We really just began with a desire to form a band that really sang, that invited participation. Mm-hmm. Because what we didn't want to do, which I think is really tempting, when you're starting this band where you're writing all this new music and arrangements, it's tempting for it to be performance. And we didn't want that. We wanted to have a band name, and really we started with hymns is what we started with, and arranging hymns because we know those are pretty universal.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And at least in the church, it's been a pretty common language that we've been singing together for a long time. And so it was important for us to start at that place, but also write music that we loved. And so that's kind of been the way that we've operated, I think, in a lot of ways.
There's so much fun, so much energy. It's just like from track one all the way to the end. It's just like this. It's just amazing. Tell us about the name change, because that's one thing that I think has gotten people. Wait, is this the same band?
I know.
Yes, they were. Every now and then when I don't say it all the time because I don't like repeating my jokes on the radio. I know everybody listening is like, you repeat your jokes all the time.
We appreciate that too.
Thank you. Whenever I play one of your songs, I'll say, "Here's the band formerly known as Citizens and Saints."
Nice.
Anyway,
I love it.
Crickets.
That's great.
Crickets.
I love it.
That's
Anyway.
great.
Great.
So why the change in name?
Yeah, it's really not anything that crazy. There's a band in the UK named Citizens with an exclamation point. It's important. But nevertheless, in the eyes of the law, that exclamation point doesn't mean a whole lot. And so it kind of came down to this point where we were able to work it out band to band as opposed to just making it some silly, petty thing. And it was honestly a really peaceful thing. And they're over in the UK. And Adam honestly kind of took over that a lot, and we just realized that for us, we're not trying to proclaim a band name. We're not trying to build a brand.
Right.
But honestly, for them, like, they are building a brand. Like, they're in a totally different genre. But for us, like, we've made it pretty clear what we're about. We want to proclaim Jesus. And so the name change, while it does create a little bit of confusion for some people, we definitely have people, who haven't quite connected the dots yet, but we're doing our best to make that happen. But the biggest thing for us was that it's still the name itself communicates what we're all about, and that's the body of Christ being encouraged and edified through, and in particular, what we're doing. That's singing truth.
So how long have you all known each other?
Well, it feels like since birth, but it's really
That's good. That's a good thing.
yeah. It's really only been 4.5 years, I think. Or
Really?
something like that. Yeah.
Wow. That is really cool.
Yeah.
Going back to the name change real quick. See, if it were up to me, this is what I would have done. In place of the I in Citizens, I would have
Yeah,
used two
I see what you
exclamation
did
points.
there.
I see what you did.
That would be a
Yeah.
great idea.
Yeah, but but I'm glad that you guys resolved all this
Yeah.
amicably. Are they a Christian band?
They're not. No.
So you were able to even in the
Sure.
quote unquote litigation, it could have gotten ugly.
Yeah.
It could have been, but no, you were able to show that, hey, it's cool.
That was our hope. Our hope was to try and build some, I don't know, camaraderie or friendship out of
Right.
it, rather than it just be some. I mean, it happens. Like
Maybe we'll put an album together.
Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah, why
Citizens
not?
and Citizens and Citizens and
Yeah, let's do
exclamation
it.
points and
More
everything
Citizens.
else.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So what's coming up? You got new music coming up soon, or?
what
Please
are we
say
doing,
yes.
guys?
Please
Yes,
say yes.
we're
Okay,
writing.
good.
We're writing a lot.
Writing a
We're
lot.
writing a
Yeah.
ton. Yeah.
Awesome.
Always writing something. Whether it's good, I don't know, but we'll see later. Writing stuff. We are getting to play a lot of different places. We've been in California a ton this past year.
Yes, and I have never once seen you, so I am
Jeez.
I know.
Let's
I'm
make it
sorry.
happen.
Here I am, your biggest fan, and I've never seen you.
Oh, man.
But that'll change tonight.
Let's do it. Yeah.
And but yeah, it is so cool to meet you guys and just to talk with you. We love your music
Sure
on
is.
K-Wave.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And can't wait for you to put more out.
I just love the fact that you have the appeal, the multi-appeal, the alternative and the rock and contemporary Christian. So that's just done so well. Is that like kind of a culmination of all of your interests or talents, or how did that come about? I mean, everybody's bringing and adding
Yeah.
something of their own.
I think something that really feels special to me about the band is that we're not trying super hard to be something or the other. Definitely musically, a lot of it just comes out of what we enjoy, what we listen to. And then getting to do a lot of the hymn arrangements like Zach was talking about, really, it's really cool getting to see in the church just generations kind of coming together over, songs that have been sung for decades, sometimes hundreds of years. And so I think that's something that really just opens the door in that way. And it's something that we're excited to get to be a part of, as well as several of us in the band are having kids now and getting to sing those songs with our kids, and then also get to sing with older folks as well. So
Yeah, that's amazing. So who plays what?
Yeah. Let's go around here. So Spencer.
Yeah, I'm Spencer. I play electric guitar.
I'm Nate, and I play bass.
I'm Brian, and I play keys.
I'm Adam, and I play drums.
Yeah, and I'm Zach, and I play guitar and lead singer. So,
Nice.
Now, 3 of you have beards. One of you has a cool mustache. What are you? What
are you trying to do, Spencer? What's your facial hair?
I didn't want to say that because I just
up, man. I'm all mixed up.
You know what though? I can't really speak for Adam, but he is about to have his first kid, and I wouldn't be surprised. You give it a month or two, a beard starts popping through.
Yep.
He just comes out of this cave every morning. Yeah. All of a sudden, it's amazing what happens when you become a dad.
Yes.
So,
Dad power.
Yeah.
Look forward to the goatee, guys. It's coming.
Bringing it back.
You heard it here first. Well, guys, thank you so much.
Thank
it
you.
is a pleasure meeting you. Were you going to ask another
Truly is.
question?
No, I was just going to say the same thing.
Okay.
It is. It's great meeting all of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
Thanks for having us.
What time is it? Okay, we've got time for a short song. So, Michael David back at the studio, can you cue up Jesus? There's just something weird about saying that.
Yeah, right.
But you know what I mean.
Jesus
the
exclamation
song.
point.
Jesus exclamation point.
Yeah.
There's that exclamation
There we go.
point
Let's bring
again.
it back.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, Mike, go ahead and play it.
All right, here comes Jesus from Citizens on KWVE 107.9.